right, let's do this. Yay! So, like I said yesterday, I'm still gearing up for October, and one of the things that I have to do is one of the things that I have to do is just to try to get back into a routine. I have no routine now, and it is now the first. If this was October already began, because there's like excuse me. If this was the 1st of October, the first orc was already due, because the 30th of September I'm going to be starting. I'm going to try to get the first one done in the 24 hours before the first, and I'm going to try to publish at midnight. But if so it has the timestamp of the day. I don't know. I know that I'm going. It's so easy to fall behind, and the only safety net that I put in place is that wherever I am with the picture, I publish it. So hopefully when I get home late at night, usually around 11 o'clock, that hour will be spent trying to do the last final touches. Before publishing. Originally I had it set that I was going to do it before midnight, but if they keep me, if I end up having to do 16 hours, I'm going to be at work during midnight, and I'm not going to be able to get on my computer to upload the photo. I mean, I could technically, wherever I am there, but I think having that last hour is really good, and I'll just publish it after. So I'm giving myself the day of to publish it, and I guess I mean, if I cheat myself, but one of the things that I could do is give myself 2 days to draw the picture. I'm going to try not to do that. Just like if I get done early and I have time, I could draw ahead, which I'm going to try not to do that. It's going to be like on the honor system. Again, if I cheat myself, if I cheat, I'm just cheating myself. I'm like it doesn't matter whether. But yeah, so you guys are gonna have to trust me on that. But like I said, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, I like the last hour, especially if I couldn't get a lot of it done. I'm definitely gonna try to get it done before work. But it would be nice to have it saying, the first, the second, the third, there. So that's why I'm going to do that instead of doing the drawing on the day. And also, like, if I cheat, I cheat out the fact that I have to draw the next picture. Like I said, I'm only cheating myself, and I'll basically never catch up. Once you fall behind, you fall behind. So that's the reason why I put in the publish wherever you're at, so you can work on the next. So I can work on the next instead of falling behind with everything. Work on the next picture. And I'm gonna definitely try to like I said, it's gonna be published at midnight, a little after midnight, every day. That's what I'm gonna try to do. But like I said, if they hold me, it'll have to wait till 6:30 in the morning. Basically when I get home. And I won't have the opportunity the extra. I basically would lose the extra hour. Those are going to be rough days. And again, like if I have too many of them, if I definitely have too many of those, it's going to severely hinder my ability to get any art out. So you get what I get. And if I get none done, I will just post the template. October, I'll draw the picture in my time. I've had five people after I've had the 31st come back. Going, oh, I didn't know you were doing that. It is first come, first serve. I can't tell you. I can't stress it. But I mean, I know that like most of the people were on Discord, and the only reason that I Discord and went on to Blue Sky is because of one person who signed up right away. Bing, bing, bing. And I don't know if they have Discord or not. But instantaneously, as soon as I posted it up. Now I got a few others. I understand. Here's the thing. I understand the want to free art. I definitely understand it. I'm right there with you. I like free art too. I like fan art. I like it all. But my art, it's like you have to have a rapport with me. You have to. I'm gonna start making that a thing. Because the worst thing that happened in posting on Blue Sky is I had one other person who posted, who wanted 2 pictures, not one. You know, kind of greedy, and then didn't respond to me. There's a bunch of others that obviously don't understand that you have to follow me. But it's like, yeah, have a rapport. And I understand people don't have a lot of time, but damn. There's the exception of that one person who tried to take 2 slots. With the exception of that, out of the 31, well, 30, because I'm one of them. Out of the 30 pictures that I'm drawing, a tenth, 3, are people I don't have a rapport with. I totally understand that. Like, I'm not as accessible as I used to be, but most people don't know that. You know, and if they're following me on Blue Sky, you know. I don't hide anything. It's not like I don't have any great secrets. But the connection is the reason why I do this. And if we no longer, if we don't have a connection, hopefully I see that, and I don't do something stupid like start making art for you. I say you, and it's like going, you're watching my video. You are the absolute most special person in the world. You're unique. It takes a really crazy person to watch my videos. And I mean that in the great way, because I wouldn't make these videos if you weren't watching. So The very few people that actually watch these videos are this. So when I say you, I'm talking about them. Them, those other people. Now, but when people do that to me, I I'm kind of like at a loss because like it's like going, please be my friend, and then like you did nothing, and then you know there are people who I'm connected to, still connected to, who have it's very difficult for them to keep the connection going. And I never want to lump them in with people who are just basically, you know, trying to get my follow and then unfollow me as soon as they have it, because they don't want me to clutter up their timeline. But they still want me to follow them. I just remember when I started out as a streamer, and yes, we are all, everybody who starts out, when you start out, you are clamoring for follows. You are out there, you know, you're doing follows for follows, you're doing all this stuff. When you start out, that's like your job. I know my second time around, I did it a little bit differently, but I definitely understand like that whole fucking follow, you know, mutual follows and stuff like that. I mean, it's the reason why they call us mutuals. I try to follow everybody back. I don't, but I try to. Yeah, so when I meet somebody and they're kind of cool and kind of quirky and kind of fun, and I'm having fun time, you know, as a member of their chat. For some people, I chat, and we're doing our thing and everything like that, and I dropped them a follow, and I can understand they were busy. You know, they were busy streaming. They don't have time to get, you know, to follow back. I let it go. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I totally forget that I followed them without getting the follow back. But just so you know, I'm here for follows too. I'm here to get eyeballs on my thing. I'm here to get, you know, shout outs and all those things. I'm here for all that. And I will do the same for you. But I still say you. But it's those. It's very frustrating. It's extremely frustrating. I like it when they come back to me and they say, "Why'd you unfollow me? Because you're not following me." Oh, I don't do that. Yeah, well, I don't do this either. And I guess we're not, you know, compatible. I don't know. it's just one of those things. Like it's just courtesy. You know, give what you expect. You know, be what you want others to give you. I mean, it's that simple. Now, speaking of the people who I don't follow, if they're bullies, I don't follow them. Even if they follow me, I don't follow them. That, as everybody knows, and if you don't know, here's the fast and true. The one thing I don't abide by is bullies. I had to suffer through it when I was in school. I had to deal with it when I became an adult, and it basically plagues me. Here, where streaming is concerned, I just won't tolerate it, even in the slightest form. And I think one of the reasons why I kind of always harp on my suspension from Twitch, and why I really don't even care to be on Twitch. If it wasn't for people that I love and care about and have a good rapport with, I would basically be like, fuck off. Because that's how much I hate Twitch. And I don't hate Twitch. I don't hate Twitch because I think they're bullies, because they're not. They're just a corporation, soulless money grubbing freaking corporation. I mean, that's all they are. Most corporations are, just so you know. But aside from that, that's not the reason that I hate Twitch so much. I hate Twitch is because when somebody freaking accused me of being a bully, they thought that they were being righteous, and instead of actually paying attention, they just shot from the hip, suspended me, and they suspended me for a week without doing any investigation for that full week. And a very high watch time, I was suspended. High volume time that I was suspended. It was awful. I had two full communities of people distance themselves from me. It wasn't until after I was celebrating a year on Twitch, which just so everybody knows, my year is June 20th, not January 31st. But when I have a year on Twitch, I was finally kind of accepted back into those communities. And there are still people in those communities that I had a great rapport with, that we had lots of fun, and they have want nothing to fucking do with me because of the accusations against me. And how do I defend that? How do I say, I'm not that person? I wasn't that person when they accused me. I've never been. In fact, I am a staunch opponent for people to be themselves, who they are and not be bullied. Ever. And of course, bullying is the umbrella. But it's all bullying, especially they call it cyberbullying for a reason. But it's like I said, it's one of my biggest thing. On Discord, it is my only one rule. And yeah, I have a thing for age and this stuff because I don't want people to feel like they have to hold back. There's a reason I'm not and everybody my videos are not for everybody, even though everybody probably should, unless you have to really be kind of crazy to watch my videos. But everybody should be able to watch my videos. I should open it up for everybody to watch. But I curse, I get frustrated, I get angry, and I don't want to ever feel like I'm I have to censor myself. That's the only reason that I have a mature audience thing. It's not because I want to toe the line of TOS. No, I don't even want to go near that line. I already have my one strike. I don't get another. The next step is suspension. The next step is suspension. I mean, what can I say? And even though they found me out of fault, they still never took away the warning. So the next step is suspension. There's probably thousands of people that never even get the warning. That's here on YouTube. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I think I'm looking a little low. Yeah, if Cuda was here, it'd be almost cutting Cuda because Cuda's that tall. All right. Cool beans in the comments below. Doesn't have to be cool beans. It can be whatever you like. I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're having a fantastic time. Thank you for watching. Like I said, it definitely you are the special kind of person that I adore. It definitely takes an exceptional person to watch these all the way to the end. I know some people listen to them, but even you, who's the person listening, just listening to these things as I talk, because I mean, what action-packed stuff do I have going on? But yeah, just listening to it, you are still the special. It takes a special kind of person, and you are my tribe. I like to think of me as one of those special kind of people, as well, and hopefully you accept me. So take care, be well. And I will definitely catch you on the flip side. All right.